Everyone, please welcome Colin Meloy of the Decemberists.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? Whoa. You AI audience. All right, so I'm going to play a couple songs, a handful of songs. Thanks for coming out. I'm Colin, and I play in the Decemberists. You know that. It's weird. I feel like we just got off tour. We're about to go back on tour, but not till July, and yet our record is coming out on Friday, and I've just been at home, like taking my kids to school and making dinners and stuff. Like, it's weird. It just doesn't feel very like the rock life. But here we are. Here I'm doing a radio thing. So back to the rock life. Here we are. All right. Well, this is Burial Ground. Oh, land, come down, meet at the burial ground. Funded the aerial, tore down the merry-go-round. This world's all wrong, so let's go where we belong. Pack up the stereo, meet at the burial ground. And here among the fallen leaves, we alone, the ones who dare to breathe. Throw your worries down, they're all so bravely held. You have carried them so well. Oh, then calm down. Meet at the burial ground. Funded the aerial, tore down the merry-go-round. This world's all wrong, so let's go where we belong. Pack up the stereo, meet at the burial ground. And you lay down below a stone, wherever they have gone long to go. Somewhere out beyond the melodies in my head. At least I think that's what you said. Then calm down. Meet at the burial ground. Funded the aerial, tore down the merry-go-round. Oh, this world's all wrong, so let's go where we belong. Pack up the stereo, meet at the burial ground. Some contract malaria, meet at the burial ground. Thank you. That's the radio edit. Hey, could I get just a little bit of? I meant to ask for just like a little reverb or something on the, because it's suddenly realized very dry.
Hit the fabulous filter, Cody. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
So Colin Meloy, he's a great dad. He's a rock star, New York Times best-selling author. Bit of a show-off, if you ask me. Let's talk about the album. This is your 9th studio album. 9th.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's called, I'm going to read it so I get it right, As It Ever Was, So It Will Be Again.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. What does that
Sorry
mean?
about that.
What's your interpretation of that?
did it so that it would trip up radio people.
Well, it's not hard to do, clearly.
I don't know. It's the last line of the last song, and it struck a chord. I think when we were trying to think up a name for the album, it stuck.
Speaking of the last song, you're talking because the album's a double LP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the last song would be on side 4, side D.
Yeah.
And someone told me it's 19 minutes long.
It is.
Wow. How do you do that song live? Would you play?
Yeah,
that?
we've been doing it live.
Wow, 19 minutes long. You had a lot to say.
We have other songs that are close to that length.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the first for us.
Well, how about that? I should have known that.
Yeah.
You got a show at Revolution Hall this Friday night called the, let me get it right, the Rompus at Rev Hall.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the great music, I understand there's going to be puppies.
Yeah, there will be puppies there. I mean, we just want to do something to celebrate. Since we won't be on the road, we'll be at home to celebrate the release of the record. It seemed like it'd be fun to throw a special party for Portlanders or people who would travel to Portland for it. Yeah.
And are these puppies people can adopt? Do I have that right?
Oh, right, yeah. So that's one. So it's at Rev Hall, which is an old school. And
Love
so
Rev
they
Hall.
have tons of little classrooms. So we're kind of, there's like a record shop and a T-shirt printing shop and a tattoo place.
And a game room.
And a game room and then a puppy adoption room.
That is such a great idea.
Yeah.
Every band needs to do that.
Yeah.
So let's see. The band is also doing a record signing this Saturday at Music Millennium, right?
That's right.
And unfortunately, Colin won't have time to do a meet and greet today because he's got a very important appointment. He's got to pick his kids up from school.
I do. Yeah.
That's definitely more important. So if you want to meet Colin and the band, go to Music Millennium Saturday. What's that like when you meet fans face-to-face that have been fans of the Decemberists for 20 years? Your music's had such an impact on their lives. You probably hear some very heartfelt stories, I'm assuming.
I feel like those moments, like in the line for a record signing, is not a great time to like make a connection with somebody. Though I understand that people want and you get their story very quickly. Of course, somebody who has been so affected by music myself throughout my life, I feel like I'm incredibly grateful and honored to have had that part in other people's lives.
Yeah, must be very moving for you. I'm
It
sure
is,
it's
yeah.
very impactful. The tour kicks off July 12th in Bend at Hayden Holmes Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Is it different touring now than it was 20 years ago? I mean, how does it feel to you and to the band? Is it still fun?
It's still fun. The performance and the shows are, always a tremendous joy. And I'm not saying that to sugarcoat it. Like it's the only thing that keeps me going on the road. The other stuff as you get older doesn't get any easier. Climbing in and out of a bus bunk when you're pushing 50 is rough. But we soldier on, nevertheless.
Good for you. Last question here. I think everybody knows, in addition to being a super successful musician, you are a New York Times best-selling author.
That's right.
You've written several books, a whole bunch of books, and you're
Yep.
working on one now for adults.
Yep.
And I'm going to read the synopsis, just make sure I get it right. It's
Okay.
called Cascadia is the working title?
Working title.
Working
yeah.
title. And it's going to be released next year, we think.
We hope.
Okay. Well, here's the synopsis I found online, so it's got to be accurate. It says, Cascadia features a protagonist named Barnaby Chambers who sells discarded baby membrane tissue and is otherwise contending with artificial intelligence, climate change, and falling birth rates. Obviously, you'll be in the humor section of the bookstore.
No, it's dead serious. Man.
Is this something you started working on during the pandemic? Because I know you had a very productive pandemic period.
No, actually, that kind of came afterwards. I think I was toying around. I've been toying around with this idea. I think I learned about call brokerage, which is what Barnaby Chambers is in. A call, C-A-U-all, is the membrane that a baby is sometimes born in. And actually, David Copperfield was born in call, and they quickly go about selling his call. And they are approached by a bill broker to whom they sell it to. And that was like, God, what kind of job is that? And so then I thought, well, what would that job be like in like a post-Cascadian secession, near-future dystopia in which, AI has sort of taken over everything?
You had a much more productive lockdown than I did. I was making
Yeah.
sourdough bread.
I did that too. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it one more time. Colin Meloy, everybody.
This is called Oh No. It was on a wedding night, how they danced by the firelight, and the bride was well arrayed by her 15 chambermaids. As her father raised the jumped up and ready to go. Where do you think that the money comes from? Do you think it just naturally grows? And it's oh no, you lurk at the end of the row, listening for whistling, a bang from the drum. It seems that you've caught us in tow, between the devil and the devil you know. In the back of the bazaar, by the trams and the muscle cars, we have gathered two by two, just to figure out what to do. Pretty Sarah's a started mess, gone and spoiled her party dress. All the suitors so entranced, who will join her in the ambulance? And it's so no, I'm sure that you just love to know, what will you do when the rumpus is done? It's time that we all were gone home. And it's so no, kick up your heels in a row, a song that is sung where my people come from. It's best when it's not sung alone, but with the devil and the devil you know. Horn section goes and it's so no, dash him in one final blow. Stick to the rackets, the heavy's a hack, and he's singing pianissimo. For the devil and the devil we know. When the casks have all run dry, and we've laid our knuckles by, standing legless on the pews, shouting curses to our union dues. Out beyond the city walls, in the grotesque mountain halls, there's a darkness coming on, so it's best I think we rambled on. And it's so no, on to the next bloody show. You won't feel so loose with a noose round your neck when those cold winter winds start to blow. And it's so no, one more before we go. How could we ever get used to this drep? 'Cause I'm sick and I want to go home. To the devil and the devil we know. To the devil and the devil we know. To the devil and the devil we know. Thank you. That was a song about a gang of villains, and this is a song about death and agriculture. Early in the evening when the working is through, and the fields all in furrows and there ain't much to do, me and my lady all are riding just working this row. We wait for the reapers to mow. We wait for the reapers to mow. Over the next valley where the land is all wild, the hillsides all berries and corn wheat for miles. Gonna plow a pasture where no one will go. I'll wait for the reapers to mow. I heard of a mansion on top of a hill, where a lordling lives splendid, just eating his fill. Dressed in white linen, his servants in tow. Still he waits for the reapers to mow. Still he waits for the reapers to mow. Come and go with me to a land overseas, where the people sit idle and do as they please. The one thing you can't run from wherever you go is that wait for the reapers to mow. I heard of a beggar, not a shoe to his name, born in a brothel to the madam's disdain. Put him in the gutter or in a chateau. Still wait for the reapers to mow. He's gotta wait for the reapers to mow. I dreamed of a trial between the moon and the sun, where the stars were the jury and the heavens the judge. Awarded to the plaintiff, the defendant brought low. She must wait for the reapers to mow. Tomorrow and tomorrow when the working is done, and the fields are all fallow and the harrow is run. Come and lie with me in the fresh fallen snow, and we'll wait for the reapers to mow. We'll wait for the reapers to mow. Thank you. Thanks so much. All right, well, I have one more for you. Thanks for coming out and coming here to this nice little studio, and thanks for KINK for having me. And I hope to see some of you at the Rumpus at Rev Hall. Are some people going? We've got some people who got tickets. Good. This is called Never Satisfied. That's okay. It's just radio. It's just preserved forever. Oh, let's fix it. Hold on. I didn't bring my tuner, so I have to use my phone. Sorry, this is really professional. You can edit this out, right? Hold on. That wasn't that bad. All right, here we go. gather arms about you. What will it all amount to? And all the time you spent was wasted. It was wasted along the way. Settle down and watch the sun rise. Rattle round and watch the day die. No more words for once, and lay to bed. We're all just getting by, but you're never satisfied. What your father told you, how he shipped and sold you. You got so far away you could taste it. We are not our forebears. Maybe our home is nowhere. We don't mind the time is wasted, if it's wasted along the way. Settle down and watch the sun rise. Rattle round and watch the day night. No more words for once, and lay to bed. We're all just getting by, but you're never satisfied. You're never satisfied, never satisfied. So you stay never satisfied. Thanks everyone so much. See you Friday. Love you. Thanks.
Keep it going for Colin Meloy. The new album drops Friday. They're at Revolution Hall Friday night. Thanks for coming, everybody. Join the KINK community at kink.fm so you know what's happening here in the PNC Live studio. And have a good afternoon.